Hi, you're listening to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, and this is the Chicks Passion Show.
Ooh.
Hi, no, I'm Casey Schatz, the doyenne of relationship building, and I have with me
Kathy Lamb.
Yes, and so we are the Chicks with Passion. What do you say?
Well, we're just trying to decide what type of passion.
I know. Okay, so what type of passion are we going to talk about, Kathy? What kind of passion you want to talk about tonight?
Well, God, put it all on me, Cece.
I'm good at that, aren't I?
You are.
Yes, I am. I'm good at that. Well, I don't know. It can be any kind of passion. Anything you like. Well, I know you like working in your yard. So, I mean, here's the thing. It's like we've been kind of shut in with this COVID. And so, you know, our passions have kind of changed around a little bit, right? So we're not. Do you think we could be getting boring?
Boring? Boring or boring?
Boring. Do you think we could be getting boring?
I think if anybody came to my house, they'd think, get me out of here. This is boring.
Oh, really? I know, because you and I do a lot of things. Like we do events for singles and stuff like that. So we're usually out and about doing stuff. And so now we've had to kind of stay home.
Yeah.
And,
But we're finding things, you know, I'm picking up on things that I used to do that things that I've always wanted to do that I never did. Like, I know you're going to think this is stupid, but I'm painting birdhouses.
Oh, no, that's kind of cool.
So I finished 2 of them. And so, yeah, I got some really cool ideas on, you know, how to decorate, you know, birdhouses and stuff. And so I'm kind of getting into my ideas now, my artistic ideas, which, you know, has been asleep for a long, long time.
Now, do you actually assemble the birdhouses?
No, they're already assembled. But that's my next plan, though, is to start assembling my own.
Yeah, because they can get pretty elaborate. I've seen some of them, and they can get birdhouses can be almost like bird hotels.
Yeah,
like spas.
Yeah,
a bird spa. Because you could design a bird spa with like a little pool out on the side, so birds can come and dip in. And
I know there's so many things that you can do with them.
I know. Who said
we can do it? We can do like a little. We can do a little dating house too, so the birds can meet.
Oh yes, they could meet. They could be online. We could actually have
and we can watch them progress, and they to the point where they get into the birdhouse and they do a nest, and love.
It could be more than we are. Huh? That could be X-rated.
Well, I'm gonna watch.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, you know, we're gonna be doing some kind of fun stuff. I thought we'd have some guests on it, and then we would talk about some different things that we kind of like, maybe products, services, things like that we kind of enjoy. So we can kind of open it up to that, and then also, you know, just normal stuff, whatever it is that you know, that girls kind of get into. So I thought, you know, the guys are always wondering what we talk about, right? When we talk on the phone, and we can talk for hours. So I thought, well, let's just talk for an hour and let them know what it is that we talk about.
Yeah. All right. When we talk about guys, do you guys want to know what we say?
That's right. I'm not sure if they do or not, so we'll see. But anyhow, if you guys are listening, you guys are welcome to post a comment, any kind of comment or anything. Christine had posted something here. Sounds like fun. I think she's going to come on and join us one time. That would be kind of cool. So that would be fun. Yeah. So I hope she's listening to Christine. We hope that you will come on and join us. But you know, one thing I did do with the virus is I ordered the logo, you know, our Boy and Girl logo, and I put them on little charms.
That was really cute.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to turn to you because you're the artistic one. Maybe we could make some bracelets or other earrings, but I just did that. I was going to send a pair to Sally because Sally's always helping me and doing stuff. But I'll make sure all you ladies have you know, that you get a pair. and we'll work out. You can put them on some hoops or something. We could do something with them,
Yeah.
beads or something. We'll do something fun. Yeah, so that would be kind of fun. So let's get on to talking about guys, because that's what we usually end up doing. So are you on the dating scene now with coronavirus stuff happening? Are you doing anything online dating?
Not very much. And I'm not very good, not being a very good, I don't know, when people, they talk to you and stuff, and then they give you your number, and then they don't call. Well, that was me. I don't normally do that, but I don't know. I got sidetracked and I just didn't call. And the longer I wait, the more I think, oh, he's never going to forgive me. He'll probably just blow me off or something, because I didn't call. And although he was a nice guy and I still would like to talk to him, but just like, ooh, is it too late?
I would call and I would just tell him, hey, you got tied up and you realize you didn't call him, and if he truly is interested in you.
Well, you don't know if he's interested because you haven't even met yet, and we haven't even talked.
Right, but I mean, if he is interested in you, he'll be okay with, he won't like it that you hadn't called him, but he'll also be happy that you did. So I would call him, and if he blows you off, then.
So there's another one too, and I didn't blow him off. I called him, but
there's a reason why you didn't call the other one. You called one over the other.
Well, I sort of blew him off in a way because he wants to meet, and I'm a little bit afraid of meeting because of the virus thing. Although I think that he's taking it seriously, and that's a good point for him, because I am, and I just have to tell him when.
Well, I think you can meet someone still and be safe. I think you just have to set your boundaries, and what you're going to do, that you're both going to wear a mask and, that kind of thing. And just be careful about it. But, you never know,
So I kind of wonder what people think about that, though, when you talk to one person. Is it okay to talk to somebody else or two or three people on the dating sites while, when there's nothing serious going on at the moment, with any of them, can you keep on talking? When somebody sees you online, are they going to get mad because, oh, she's talking to somebody else, they're going to get, put off.
Well, why should they? Because they might very well be talking to somebody else.
Well, that's true. Because why would they know you're on there if you're
right? I mean, you're on there for a reason. He's on there for a reason. So no one's made a commitment to each other. So I mean, equally, if he's talking to someone, you can't really get bent out of shape, and if you're talking to someone, he shouldn't get bent out of shape. So I mean, all you're doing is talking. But I do think that there is going to come a time when you got to meet. And so, and they're saying this could stretch like 2 years. And so, do you really want to put on hold 2 years, or would you like to meet somebody and be in quarantine with them?
It would be nice to be in quarantine with somebody and just hope that they're not going to be somebody I'm going to get sick of in quarantine. Well, I'm in quarantine.
And you can go quarantine somewhere else. Like, here's the door. Go quarantine somewhere else. But wouldn't it be awesome? I mean, I thought about that. I thought, oh, wouldn't it be great? Be quarantine with somebody that you truly like and you enjoy being with, and you get to take that time to explore each other,
Yeah. And then you get to go out together because you both are being careful and stuff, and you can do things together outside of the house, and and can do our safety habits together. How sweet is that?
Your safety habits together. Okay, did you wash your hands? I'm washing my hands. Oh my gosh, what kind of world do we live in here? But no, I say what the heck, what the heck. So any kind of cool products you're using now that you can think of? Anything new?
Well, I've been doing the wigs, as you know, that I actually made the first order today. So I ordered a nice variety of wigs in different colors and stuff. Just really, I would not have gotten into this if these wigs had not been as such good quality as they are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be a consultant for that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I want to try on some wigs, some different colors, you know, because
what color are you
I've always been blonde, it's kind of washed out, so you kind of need to try on a darker color or red.
You might look interesting, really interesting. I won't say that I like it, but it could work with a black.
Yeah, you know, my daughter has darker hair, and my sister has black hair, coal black hair. She's got gray eyes, kind of grayish more eyes. Mine are more green, but we do look similar to each other. And when I did this thing on Facebook that they had where you make your hair darker, I looked just like her. I was like, oh my gosh, we look so much alike. So I wouldn't mind seeing a darker look, but I don't know if I would go permanently dark.
No, that's why wigs are good, because you could just put them on for a day and just be a different. You could be a different person, you know.
Because I'd be coloring my hair forever to keep it dark. I mean, it would be forever. I'd be doing it constantly.
I could change my personality with my hairstyle.
That's it. Change your personality with your hairstyle, with your hair color. Ooh, you think we would do that?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. Like
pretty exotic.
Like the salesperson for these wigs, she was saying, "Well, this particular wig, I don't wear anywhere but in the bedroom."
That's like you have certain high heels for that.
Yeah.
I can't wear high heels anymore, but I still have certain high heels for just that purpose. And we probably shouldn't say that on air, but yeah. So no, totally. But since this is an all girls show,
it's an all girls show, and you know,
girls will relate to that. We'll be able to relate to that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I haven't really done anything lately because I moved. Those that are out there, if you haven't seen my Facebook post, I moved from Pinellas County now to Hillsborough County, and so all I've been doing is packing, unpacking, packing and unpacking. So I've got that finished, and I'm looking forward to doing some decorating around the house and getting my patio. And Dad and I are looking at, because you all know I live with my dad, my father, so I take care of him, and we're going to get a grill. So we've been looking at grills. I want to get one with a burner on the side so I can burn more food, you know. So not only am I burning food inside the house, I can actually burn it outside now too. But yeah.
I saw a picture of the house. That's really nice.
It is very nice. It's got cathedral ceilings. It's all open. When you go into the living room, so Dad's wheelchair, he can go zooming around the house, and he does. Now he sneaks in here in the office and surprises me and scares the daylights out of me. But because before we had it was my condo that I lived in prior to him coming. And it was just so small on top of each other, you know, and it was just, he could only be in his bedroom or in the living room. He couldn't really wheel out into places very easily. And so this is just great for him. I mean, it's wonderful for him. But I haven't met anybody in my area, although Paul from our date chat night, which I was actually going to put a date chat night on for Saturday. I was thinking about doing that, but Paul, he lives somewhere around here in this area, but he's the only person I know. So yeah, so I haven't really done anything, you know, out of the ordinary, you know. So I don't know. We don't have too many passions, do we?
Well, let's see. What other passions? Well, I got my dogs. Oh my God, this rain. These poor dogs. They get so scared. What is it that makes dogs so scared in the rain? You know, when it's thundering and everything, where they're just, you know, they're just climbing on my legs, you know, trying to get me to pick them up and stuff. What is that? Huh?
How many dogs do you have?
2.
Oh,
but I just wonder what that means in dog language, you know, Well,
I mean, you think about it, lightning and everything. You probably have the temperature change, you know, when you have what is it when they say that like women for hurricanes, they go into labor and stuff like that because of the wind and all of that kind of thing changes with the barometer maybe or whatever. Yes.
I was thinking it was more like being with their pack, and I'm like the pack leader, and
Oh,
so
you are.
so I'm the pack leader, and they need to be with me. They need to the reassurance of their leader to that everything's okay, and they need to cuddle up with that leader, you know.
Yeah, maybe that. Yeah. Well, I guess that might be it too. I was being too
We need
scientific.
an expert to tell us. Anybody out there?
Yeah, does anybody out there know anything about dogs and storms? Why they go to their owners? Yeah, I don't know. I have a turtle, Tommy the turtle, and he just doesn't do much but get excited when he sees me. But
Really, a turtle gets excited?
Oh yeah, he gets real excited. Oh yeah, he hears my voice and he gets all up on the side of his. I keep him in this great big. We call it the castle. My sister bought it for me a long time ago, and it's a great big, round, kind of like swimming pool thing, and it comes up to a moat, and he can get up on the top of it. And he's gotten big. He's about like that big now.
Wow, how long?
He was a little thing like this. Wow. He's big, like that big. And so if I come into the room or whatever, and I'm talking, he'll come up to the side or whatever. I think it's because I feed him, so he's probably familiar with that, whatever. But he gets so excited he flops himself over, and I have to flop him back over.
That's so funny.
He gets so and so I still have it in me. I can get a turtle excited.
Well, that's something. If you can get a turtle excited, you got it, girl.
Yeah. So through this cova, it makes me feel self-assured that I can at least get my turtle excited.
I remember having a turtle, or I had two turtles that I got for my son when he was just, a little boy, a toddler. And, I didn't know really much about taking care of turtles, but, just reading the directions and saying, okay, these guys need to get out and have some sun. So I took the little tray with the two turtles and set them outside on the back patio, and went to bring him in, and one of the turtles were missing. And I'm like, how did he get out of there? I'm just couldn't figure it out. Where did he go? And looking all around and never did find that turtle. So, okay, he's gone. I don't know. He escaped. And so the next day, or the next time I went to take the other one out to sun, I'm like, okay, I guess he didn't know how to escape, so he's going to be okay. He got away, or I'm thinking now that maybe it was a bird or a snake or something that got him.
Oh my gosh. You're a turtle murderer.
I set him out to the wolves.
I don't know, but they scamper away. As soon as if I let him out and down, I only put him in the bathtub. If I put him down, he scampers. He scampers like crazy all around, and he's just, it's like he's joyful. He's out, which he probably should be out. I should release him maybe, but how will he survive? Because I've always fed him. I don't think he would survive.
He wouldn't know how.
Yeah, so I can't really do that. And I hear that they will live for like a long time. So I'm going to have to will him to someone maybe I don't like. And I'll have to take care of him forever. But he's a cute little Tommy the turtle. He's a cute little
Tommy the turtle.
Yeah.
How long have you had him?
Oh, since Harry was little. I mean, I got him. Yeah, I probably have had him for, well, let's see, Harry's 17 now, so maybe 10 years, 11 years. Yeah. So I can't. Yeah. And a lot of times I'll be in, like, I used to keep him like close to me, and so he makes noise and things like that because he likes to be close to me. But yeah.
I didn't know turtles even made noise.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like an animal or mammal or whatever a turtle is. I don't know, but whatever turtle is. but I would think like any human, or not human, but any living being, if you feed it and you take care of it, and it does find some sort of bond with you. Mm-hmm. But he does that with my dad now. He'll come up with my dad as soon as my dad goes over and talks to him. But I mean, I can just be in the room with my voice and he'll come right up, so he'll
Wow,
be.
that's interesting.
Yeah.
You should do a video of you and the turtle. I think that would be.
Oh, I should do a video, yeah, so you guys can see Tommy the Turtle in action, But I
Yeah.
don't think I'd want to share my Tommy the Turtle with anybody. I mean, really.
A special show of, when you're walking in the house, say, hi, Tommy, and see what he does. And then, when you feed him and what he does. That'd be cute. Your day with Tommy.
My day with Tommy. Yeah, that's
That'd
right.
be cute.
Maybe I will do something on. And we do have that Animal Antics show, that we used to have a show all about animals. If I ever get anybody that wants to take over that show. And they, my sister was doing it for a while, which was really fun. And
what is it?
It's called Animal Antics. And she came up with the name of it, Animal Antics. So it's kind of like what they do.
Oh, the funny things they do.
Yeah, and so she was filming and doing various different things, and going to rescues and things like that, and putting it up, and then people were posting on their animals what they did and stuff. And we had it pretty active. It was things that were going pretty well, but then she decided no longer to do it, so it's been kind of dormant on it. So, but yeah, we should maybe get somebody to take that over. You can take it over if you want. Do pictures of your dogs. Put your dogs up there.
My dogs, by the time I get my camera out to do something, they just they stop doing what they're doing.
Yeah.
They do this thing. They one of them is a bully sometimes and tries to chase the other one out of the bed so that the other one can get into it. And she just kind of barks at her and throws her paws at her and stuff until she gets out. And then she's like, thank you, and gets up in there.
That was funny. Well, listen, let's take a quick break. We're just going to do a moment of silence, so no one go away if you're listening to us. We would love to have you stay on board. But we just do a moment of silence, so there's a break for our audio, for our sponsors and advertisers can be slotted into that. So you guys are listening to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network. And if you'll just hang with us, we are the Chicks Passion, and we'll be right back. Okay, thank you very much for standing by with us. This is WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, and this is the Chicks Passion Show. I am Cece Schatz, and I have with me my sidekick here,
Kathy Lamb.
Kathy Lamb. We are actually very good friends, and we decided we would do this show so that we could really bring out more of like what ladies do, and they're talking and different things like that. So we're going to have it a little bit more prepared, maybe next time, some different things that we can have on. So have you been doing any shopping or anything like that, Kathy?
Shopping? I don't really do any shopping like I used to do. Like I would spend the day in the store, and just like for clothes shopping, I used to just go in there and pick out as many clothes as my arms could fill, and of everything that I like. So I could go into the dressing room and spend an hour trying things on instead of putting my clothes back on and going back out there and getting dressed and undressed all over again. So I get a whole load of clothes and take them to the dressing room. Well, I can't even think about doing that now, because you go into the store, you don't know what anybody's touched or sneezed on. Or
well, the other thing is you don't know who tried that on that went over their head. And so you can't really do that. I've been buying, I was going to share with you if I can find the book. Let me see if I can find it. I bought, here it is. It's called Bryling Home. Can you see that? Is the lighting bad? See it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bought in here some sheets, and I will tell you, they're just the microfiber sheets. They're not anything really special. But I bought these cute sheets for my bed, and they're flamingos. Little pink flamingos on the bed. And I bought a king size set of sheets for $20.
Wow.
But it gets better. And I bought my dad ones with little fish on them, right? Little fish on his, and he's got a queen size bed. So I bought those for $20. So we got them, and I said, Dad, let's just try them out, see if they're any good. You know, if they're not so bad, we'll get another pair for $20. You know, what the hell? And so so I went and ordered another set, right? So I ordered another set of the flamingos because they didn't have any of the other ones that I wanted. But for my dad's bed, I ordered a set of their little palm trees. Mm-hmm. And they're like a bluish kind of color, turquoise color, little palm trees. Mm-hmm. And so I ordered that, so they're $20, right? Well, they had special on sale. They were half price. So $10 for the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, and 2 pillowcases. That is for cheap for a king size bed and for a queen size bed.
And that's just out of a catalog?
That's you have to order it through this catalog. So you have to get this catalog, and I can send you the number or whatever, but you should get this catalog. It's well worth it. Can you see it again? That's the name of it. So Brylan. Yeah, Brylan.
They're
like Brylan,
yeah.
Now, you go online. Now, if you go online and just look up online and order the stuff online, it's more expensive. Oh. But if you order the catalog, it's cheaper in the catalog. So what you do is you go in, you get their catalog, and then you go in and you hit the button where it says catalog order, and then you put the number in, and then you get it cheaper. So the sheets are like $20-some online, but through the catalog, they're $20, and then they have a specials, and they're half price. So I mean, holy smokes! So that is the deal, girl.
I found a website that's called Nora Korma or something like that, and they have the style of clothes that I love. You know, I have like a bohemian style that's my style that I'm drawn towards, and so they have a lot of that stuff, and it's cheap. It's like, you know, between, I don't know, $10 to $20 for a blouse.
Oh, yeah, that's cheap.
I know. It really is for that style. And, well, actually, some of them have been in the 30s. But anyways, I ordered a bunch of stuff. Now I'm like waiting for it to get here. And then I'm thinking, why am I ordering clothes? I'm trying to get rid of stuff right now, and the clothes I'm not wearing. But it is a good time to get rid of your clothes. You know, I'm like forcing myself to wear clothes that I hadn't worn in a year. Mm-hmm. And then I'll wear it for a day. And if it doesn't make me feel good, out it goes.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I cleaned out my closet a lot when I went to move. But I was really happy with this. I'm kind of excited about buying house stuff because I haven't bought house stuff in a long time.
Well, yeah, you got a new place.
So, so you got a new place, a new sheet. So now I need a new guy. He can play with my flamingos. Not the flamingos, baby. So yeah.
Speaking of the flamingos, so one of the birdhouses that I was going to do, I was going to try to put flamingos on the birdhouse. If I do one, I'll give you that one.
Yeah, definitely. Because we've got a patio now, the back of our house. It doesn't have a ceiling on it. It's weird. It kind of goes at an angle. And one part of it, they put some sort of plexiglass on it to try to shield it, I think, a little bit. This doesn't do anything. And then the other part is completely open. So when it rains, it still rains all in there. So I'm not quite sure the logic of that. But anyhow, but it's open and it's nice. And so I want to do some planters. I was going to just like try to see if I could. I don't know if it's too late to do tomatoes yet or anything like that. I was going to do a container.
You try. I've heard that you can grow tomatoes in your house. So, you know.
Yeah. So I don't know if it'd be too hot out there or whatever. But I know tomatoes you can put in full sun. So, you know, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm going to grow some stuff out there. And so, yeah, so I'll put my little birdhouse out there. Yeah.
And you can go to, you know, the website called Nextdoor, right?
Yeah, I'm on Nextdoor, but I have to change my Nextdoor because now I'm Nextdoor in Clearwater and I'm not. I'm Nextdoor somewhere else now.
You're cheating on us.
I'm in a new Nextdoor.
Are you two-timing?
I could be next door in 2 places. So you're fast. It'd be like Bewitched. Remember that show Bewitched? You know,
Uh-huh.
somewhere else.
So
I know it's hard for no reason. I mean, come on. But yeah. So no, I'm really enjoying it. Hung all my pictures up. I got my pictures hung up today. And
do you have to cut your own grass, or does the landlord take care of that?
No, originally I thought the landlord was going to take care of the grass, and then when I got the final lease, we have to take care of it. So I am going to, because it's kind of hilly and we have a lot of shrubbery. I'm going to hire, I think, somebody to mow the lawn, and then I can just kind of maintain it, just kind of oversee it. Yeah, because I mean, with working, I was and taking care of Dad.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can, if I really can commit to that. But it would be very good exercise for me. And the landlord did leave me his lawnmower. So
that's why I do cut the grass, is because I think it's my exercise. If I don't do anything else, at least, I'm doing that.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but I do get like the country club, they have a country club here or whatever. And I do get the community club or whatever it is. I get membership.
Oh, you should get one of those golf carts.
I do want one of those golf carts.
You can pimp it up. That would be so fun. You can have a pimp up party for your golf cart. Your golf cart. Wouldn't that be fun?
What is it called? What kind of party?
Pimp it up. Pimp up your golf cart.
Oh yeah. And you could do it for like all different holidays. You could decorate it for. Oh yeah. I definitely want to get one. I told Dad we're going to have to get a golf cart because that would be fun. Then I could take that down to the pool, which would be very nice.
Oh yeah, he'd have fun.
Yeah, but I would
be waving at him and say, "Hey."
I know. I'm looking forward to doing. I need to meet some people around here, though. I don't know how I'm going to do that.
Oh, I don't think you'll have a hard time doing that. You're pretty social, and besides that, if you you're talkative too, so you.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll meet some people. So anything else you want to talk about tonight? Because I think we
used up our time.
No, we've got like another 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I mean, we can go a little longer because unfortunately, let me see, he sent me a message. Yeah, he's at the ER. He's hurt his foot. So he's not going to be able to be on the show tonight. So we could run over if we want.
I wore my little frog necklace today.
Oh, I see that. What is that?
Kind of a show and tell thing. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, show and tell. Oh, okay.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see it.
It's a frog.
Yeah.
I got it in Hawaii. But anyway. Oh,
is it a see-through frog? Like the frog is cut out?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
But anyways, sometimes I wear it when I go out on one of those dates to meet somebody. It represents how many frogs I've kissed.
How many frogs? So yeah, do you put little notch marks in it?
I really should, but I don't really keep any of them.
Get a black marker and put a little line, little notch mark. Do you want to be here on the notch mark?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's my show and tell for tonight. Next time I'll have another. Everybody should bring something for show and tell.
Yes. Well, I did my earrings for show and tell.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, we should have show. That's a good idea for show and tell. So what do you have that you love?
That I love?
Yeah. What's your most favorite thing that you own?
My most favorite thing that I own.
Mm-hmm. Like not pictures and things like that. Just like something that you use every day that you love.
Use every day.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah, I would have a hard time with that too.
Yeah, I have to think about that. Well, my phone.
Your phone, yeah, that's true. We do use it every day.
It's not something that I love, though.
Yeah,
I love.
Yeah, I bought this case. It's supposed to be. See, it's got like glitter in it, and it's supposed to be glow in the dark, and it's not.
Oh, well, shoot.
I do like the pink.
I have something, this is probably really stupid too. It's a pillow and it's shaped in a circle. And
Mm-hmm.
I got it to rest my head on the airplane. So, but it was so comfortable, and I wore it to bed. When I was while I was vacationing, and I noticed that with this pillow, I wasn't waking up with sleep lines, and I'm like, huh. Now everywhere I go, and even at home, I'll sleep with this pillow that has this. I'll show it to you. Want me to get it?
Yeah, because I think that's a good idea. Because I think I'm getting wrinkles just from sleeping and pushing my face.
Well, the thing is with me is like just the wrinkles in a pillow, the pillowcase, causes sleep lines on me. They just get indented into my face, and they're there for the whole day.
Right, and then you wake up next to this really great looking guy, and you've got pillow lines on your face.
Yeah, Halloween. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. So you guys, we're having a great time here on Chick's Passion. I hope you guys will join us next time.
It looks like something that you would sit on if you had hemorrhoids, but it's actually...
Yeah, it does look like something you would sit on with hemorrhoids.
It's called the Total Pillow. I'm doing an advertisement for these guys now. But anyway, this is it. And I sleep on it like this with it behind my back. And then it kind of cradles my head so that I don't turn over on anything. So there's nothing touching my face when I turn to my side. So
I sleep on my stomach.
Oh.
I sleep on my stomach.
I used to sleep on my stomach all the time.
Yeah. I do sleep on my stomach. I mean, not always.
When I was pregnant, I slept on my stomach too. But I don't know what made me change and stop doing that.
Mm-hmm. Or if I'm like cuddling or something, I can sleep over like that to be more of an angle. But that's kind of how.
I miss cuddling.
Yes, that is something I think. Do you think guys miss cuddling too?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But then, when they say they want to cuddle, I don't know if they really mean cuddling or if they mean having sex. And I don't know. I just like the warm feeling of being held and for a long time, it's just like that, it's so nice.
Yeah, me too. But I think there are some guys that do like cuddling. There are some guys that don't. I mean, I've been with Jack didn't like to cuddle, he wasn't. I mean, he would if he was awake, but when he was like sleeping, he wanted to be completely.
Yeah. My first husband didn't like
it. But
kick me. He used to kick me when I used to put my arms around,
Yeah. There are guys that do like, to cuddle. I have been with guys that do like to cuddle. And, I remember one guy I was with, I'm not going to say names. I won't say names.
I'm just kidding.
He held my hand the whole night. He was holding my hand. Yeah, and you go to roll over and he's got your hand.
You're like, should I take my hand away? Get back over here.
Well, I actually thought it was endearing. I thought it was very sweet. But
he
did hold my hand the whole time. He liked to hold. He liked to touch you. You have to be touching you, which I like. I mean, I like that. I miss that.
Yeah, that's such a sweet thing, Yeah.
No, I know. And then with this virus and stuff, it really makes it hard to get out there and meet people and, that kind of thing. But hopefully we're going to be able to,
So if there's any sweet guys out there that like to cuddle, there's two girls here that.
Wait, let me tell you, there is a site that is for just that, cuddling. I forget what it's called. One of the girls on my divorce support group, she joined it, and she called, and she has a guy that comes over, and they just sit and they watch TV and they cuddle, and hug and that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing is, and I said to her when she was doing it, right, I said, you know what?
They have to wear animal suits,
I
right?
think when you start making that connection, with them. Yeah, she said, no, it's not. We don't do anything like that. It's not physical, nothing like. I said, you start making a connection with a man, and you start cuddling. You start making a connection. It starts becoming very, more intimate, and it's gonna go. It's gonna go another step. It's just gonna go another step.
It's gonna go, yeah.
It's just naturally what happens, and it did. It did, and so far, last time I talked to her, everything was fine, but there again, I don't know where do you draw that line, of the cuddling and.
Well, the thing is you don't just meet and start cuddling, you have to meet the same way you meet any other way. And there has to be a connection, of course. And you both agree that's what you'd love to do, but and hope that, that you or the two people, or I'm thinking we, two the people, whoever, that they will have that chemistry to get to that point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this particular site, that's what they were all about. It wasn't about anything physical. It was just about the cuddling and making a connection with someone. And they would come over and watch TV with you and have dinner. And
that's a little spooky.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine it not going unless unless you're not attracted to that sex, if you're just doing it.
I don't think I could do that.
I just don't think, me neither. I don't think so. I think I would eventually want, I would.
I'm just thinking there's something strange about it. Like that this could be a psycho or something, and that they're saying that they just want to cuddle, and you meet just to cuddle, and something horrible is going to happen.
No, I don't know.
Too many of those scary movies.
I think they vent their people. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know that much about it. I just know what she said.
Yeah.
And we're talking about cuddling, and that she said that that's what happened, and eventually it started getting, more and more, and liking each other, and coming over more often, and that kind of thing,
and then once the cuddling starts, that's it. There's nothing else.
No. If you become intimate, I mean, they became intimate partners. Yeah. Then there is something else. It's like, where are you going to take it from there?
Yeah, because you need to know, because maybe maybe that's all that anybody, one of those people want. So you have to find out for sure that's, is that all you want, or do you want to go further than that?
Right.
Because, you know what you want, and I know what I want, and hopefully they want the same thing.
Right. And so
eventually,
your intention going in was strictly for cuddling,
Yeah.
And then it went further, and you don't know if you're on the same page emotionally for a relationship, and so so that's kind of different. But I don't think I would want to open myself up to that, because knowing how I am, I'm a very emotional, touchy kind of person.
I don't think that I would feel comfortable with that.
Mm-hmm. Like, who are you? Who else are you cuddling this week? I'd be like, what? Are you open Thursday, Friday? When's your schedule?
I guess it would have to depend on how it's presented to me. Just putting it the way that I hear it right now, it's just putting scary thoughts in my head. Mm. But I always try to see things.
That's funny, because you and I look at things differently. When I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking about possibly getting attached and it going further than, and maybe I either want it or I don't want that, to go further. But you then think about it being as scary as being something that's going to harm you. Mm-hmm. And I never think about it like that. I'm so open about things sometimes that, maybe too open. Maybe I
I
should
don't
think.
know. You're the one who told me that you wouldn't want to meet anybody in a park, and I was willing to do that.
No, I wouldn't want to meet anybody in a park. No, I'd be afraid to meet them in a park. I think I have to meet somebody around people first. And same thing with this cuddler thing. I wouldn't want them to just come over to my house and that, I would want to get to know them before you did anything like that. But I wouldn't do that anyhow. That's just not me. I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I'm not, yeah. But I think I tend to be a little bit more open. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't be like that. I don't know. So what's your favorite dating site? Are you on any dating sites?
Yeah, I'm on 2 of them. And I usually stay on 2 at a time. And if I drop one, I'll go on to another one. I'll open up another one and just kind of rotate them. And but right now I'm on POF, which I never really have anything. I don't know. I don't like the quality of people that I've spoken to. They just seem to be all players and, looking for somebody better, or even if you click, they're still looking, so I just I play everything by ear on that one, and don't take anybody seriously, and if somebody happens to come along, that fine. I want to trust somebody. I want to get to that point. I want to get past to the point, where I tell my life story. I'm tired of telling my life story. And so I'm like, I don't want to tell it anymore. But anyway, but Zeus, I like Zeus because there's a better quality, I think, of people. There's some of the same people on POF they're on Zeus too, but I do seem to connect better with them. At least I get to have a longer conversation.
I've never been on Zeus.
I like it.
Yeah, I've never been on Zeus. Have you ever been on Our Time?
I have, and it's been a long time. I think that was pretty good too, but I think I don't know what happened with that one. I think it's off the rotation right now.
Yeah, I've never been on Silver Sneakers either.
No, Silver Sneakers. You mean Silver Sneakers is the exercise thing.
Oh, yeah, the exercise. Silver
silvers.
Single silvers? Yeah, the silver one.
Silver singles. I don't know. But anyways, I haven't been on that one either. I was going to try it though,
Yeah. Oh, and have you tried the Facebook one? I've been on the Facebook one, which is nothing. I haven't nothing on the Facebook.
Yeah, I've gone on to those singles things on Facebook, and it's just all, everybody posting stuff about each other, and nobody's I think they're a lot younger. Everybody on there is so much younger, and so
and they'll talk to you, but they don't do anything else. It's just talk.
That's just kind of the way it is on POF too.
Right. So then you wonder if that's all they are talking. They really have a relationship.
They're just the instead of cuddling, they just want to talk online, and they don't want you to see their face, their real face.
Yeah, well, I think a lot of times they just have other relationships that they're maybe not getting what they need, and so talking inflates their ego, and so they feel desired,
I don't even lately. I don't go on very much anymore, but when I do go on, it's always like just before I go to bed at nighttime. And then when somebody tries to talk to me, I'm like, well, shoot, I'm so tired. I'm like, I'll talk to you tomorrow because right now I'm getting ready to go to bed. So, that's what happened with the guy that I was supposed to call that I didn't call.
Yeah, it is work. These sites are work. I've actually been talking to somebody on Plenty of Fish. And it's funny because I was, then I moved, and like I said to you before, that he was happy that I lived so close to him, and now I've moved, and so, but he was very sweet and said it didn't matter, where I moved to. He was still interested. So I think we are going to arrange to meet. So we'll see what happens.
So where do you think that you would meet? I mean,
I want to go. I'm thinking that we'll go someplace like an outside, place. Something has outside. Go during the day where there's not a lot of people, and off day. Not on the weekend, just an off time, and then maybe just meet outside for a drink or something. Like you can go Panera Bread or something. Something like that as an outside place, just to meet. To see if the chemistry is there. And then if it is, then, figure it out. So.
See, I think I'll meet this one guy. I think we were talking about doing a sunset. And I think that sounds safe enough to do.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so I'll take a ride out there to Clearwater, which, in reality, I really think that they should make the effort to come to me first, but okay.
You should meet halfway.
Well, yeah, you're right.
We should meet. That's how I feel, is that we should meet halfway.
Yeah, and that's how it's done.
And he lives in Clearwater, and now I live over the bridge. So I was thinking that maybe what I would do is meet somewhere and halfway, and we'll figure out a place to meet. Your initial meeting, and then after that, you can figure out what you want to do.
You might meet more guys from Sarasota. There's some good ones over there.
Are there?
Check it out. They seem more gentlemanly and much more nicer than the guys over in Clearwater.
Well, it only takes one. It only takes one guy.
Yeah, you're right. It only takes one.
I'm only looking for one, that special one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so we'll see. And
I always turn it down from Sarasota because it's way too far for me. But you're closer now, so.
I don't think that. If I was in Clearwater, I wouldn't hesitate seeing somebody in Sarasota. Because the thing is you can have them come to stay at your house for a few days, or you can go stay at their place for a few days.
I tried it once. I dated this guy for I think we went out on 3 dates, and I went over to his place just to see how it would be. And it was okay. And I think if I would have liked him more, I would have done it. But I didn't like him as much as, to make it worth it. And I didn't want to be unfair to him by, just saying, okay, let's do this. And I wasn't really feeling it.
Yeah, well, that's true. But I think you can make it work, though, if you are. And then if you do decide that you are the one, then you can figure out what you're going to do.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to do that anyhow. Even if you live in the same town but in different houses, you're eventually going to come to the point where what are you going to do at the end? Are you going to still stay separately? Are you going to get together? Or what are you going to do? But
with my late husband, we didn't live together until a week before we were married.
Mm-hmm.
We dated for 3 years. But he did, we come to spend the weekend, and I spent the weekend at his place, but that was about it.
Yeah. So you could do that. And I think you could do that away. I think it'll be kind of fun living, going somewhere else and staying for a few days and coming home and them coming to your place. And
I kind of like that because, you don't want to give up your space right away.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, you've got to wait some time. But I remember when I dated, years ago, I dated Frank, and he lived here in Ruskin. He moved from over in Pinellas County to over here. And so, we went back and forth. I even lived on the Clearwater Beach. And so he drove over and stayed with me some, and I came over and stayed with him some. And it was kind of nice getting away from your house. Even though I lived on the beach, it was still kind of nice to get away a little bit,
Like a little vacation.
Yeah, it's like I felt like I was always getting a little bit of vacation, and then he was coming over, and I was excited about him coming. And so, I just think if it's the right person, it will work out.
Yeah. And that's what I'm kind of looking for, is that excitement, where you just can't wait to see them. I mean, that's what's the only thing that's on your mind is, spending that time with them. And I don't know. I'm just kind of wondering, have I gone numb with all of this or what? Why am I not feeling anything for anybody after all these years?
Well, that is important. And I think, and that's probably something we'll talk about maybe on the next show, is I think that we become, what do they call, placent? We just stay in one, we're in a zone, and then we get comfortable, and we have our dogs, and I have my turtle, and we just kind of, and I have my father. So, so we just kind of stay, and life just kind of passes you by, but you don't quite realize it. So it's just because you're staying busy and you're staying active, doing your stuff. So you don't realize that, time is passing you by. And so, no, I think we have to be a little bit more diligent if we truly want someone in our lives,
Yeah.
Because you don't know, especially with something like the virus here, you don't know how much time you got. So
I know. We were worried about it before. Now we're really worried about it.
Now, this is what I don't understand, and we probably need to close out the show, but what I don't understand is our numbers are going up, and we're still opening up, and we're still doing, I know economically we have to do that, but health-wise, I don't really quite get that.
I think they really jumped the gun on this when they said close everything down right away, because, it hadn't hit here yet. Maybe in New York they had to, but, as it started moving to other states, that they should have closed those down on, systematically. But now, and they should not have allowed, people to move from state to state either. They should not have allowed, the partying and anywhere, everybody should have just kept their distance.
I think to me right now, I think the protests are, we're feeling the the effects from that, from people with the virus.
Well, it's not just the protesting. It was happening. What was happening before too was, what was it, Memorial Day? What day was that?
Oh yeah, we had Memorial Weekend.
Yeah, and so that was going on, and whoever spread it from that, and then they're protesting. It's like, this thing's going to blow up. And Florida's in the red now, right?
Right. And so here you have this huge amount of people getting together, and I'm not talking about the cause or whatever, but just huge amount of people getting together, some wearing masks, some weren't wearing masks, some were being protected, some weren't. And I think we're starting to see, the results of that, because the numbers are starting to come up and multiply, and, so I don't know. We'll have to see.
I don't think people are going to take it seriously until they actually know somebody that's gotten the virus, because I'm just seeing people still laughing in my face when I wear a mask, and they're just like, you stupid. They're doing that kind of stuff, and I don't, what do you say? What do you do? You just cough.
Yeah. Well, they think I'm funny because I wear a mask and I wear gloves half the time. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I just can't. I have to be extra careful.
Yeah.
So, because if I get it and survive is one thing, but I'm certainly not going to bring it to him. So I have to be diligent about.
You're a good daughter.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I do the best I can. I love my father, so he's doing real well, and I'm just lucky, really, that he's here on Earth, and that we have a good relationship and we get along. And and what makes me realize something with my father is that I don't have a hard time getting along with men, because I get along with my dad just fine. So, you know what I mean? So I know that when the right guy comes into my life, I'll get along with him. So it's not I was starting to think about that. Oh, my sister. I was starting to think about that. Like, am I really, worthy enough, or am I to have a man in my life? It doesn't seem like I.
Yeah, you are.
Well, I can't seem to. It seems like I don't know.
It's not you, it's them.
they leave me for something else, trading up. But I'm just,
That's what I don't understand. When they leave you, they leave you for someone else. These guys are older guys too, right? What makes them think that they're so great that they can, keep doing that? They're not teenagers anymore. They need to stop unless they just think that they're teenagers. I don't know.
I mean, for me, I think that I think when I look back on my past relationships is that they wanted something different than what I wanted, and their vision of what a relationship is different than mine.
Mhm.
And I happen to think that when you're in a relationship, you're supposed to be loyal and faithful, and they don't have the same mindset. So it seems to kind of, three's a crowd, kind of gets in the way a little bit. So
And that's what I don't understand. Why is it so hard to be loyal and faithful?
I know, but I'm hoping that as we get older, we become more mature and we realize.
How much older can we get?
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that, when I got divorced was 10, 11 years ago. So I'm hoping that now, 10, 11 years later, a man will be more mature, that, he's not going to lead with his penis. He's going to lead with his brain, so that kind of thing. I don't know. We'll see.
I just hope that by the time I get whoever, that his penis still works.
I know that's a little questionable there, but yeah,
that's a good way.
That's another show. Well, and you know what? Guys want to know if we still work. We still have the compassion and the, and because a lot of women too our age are starting to get down, and they're not feeling it either. So, yeah.
I don't know. I think that our age women it's just all coming back to us now. It's like, okay, we're awake again. We raised our kids, we were tired. We had, a whole lot of things on our mind. We had our jobs, we had this going on, and we were pretty worn out. And things going on with our bodies, and okay, so all of that's gone, and now we've come alive, and we're like, hey, come on.
Where are you? No, I agree with that. I think that is true. I think that there are plenty of women out there that are like that, and I know that I'm one. I know you're one, and it's like an awakening. And so, we're not going to have children now. We don't have to worry about that. We don't have to worry about a lot of stuff. So now we're able to just be a little bit free and enjoy life a little bit. Mm-hmm. But it's but here we are.
And so if a guy has to do the Viagra, do it, because take
a double pill if you need to.
Don't be ashamed. Just take that pill.
Here, let me give you a glass of water. But don't drink alcohol because it affects it. Oh my gosh, whatever. Poor thing. All right, so we better close the show because it's getting over there. We've been like over an hour. I know Arnie didn't do his show, so I thought we'd just go a little bit later, but that's fine. So guys, we're going to close out. This is Chicks Passions, and I'm Cece Schatz.
And I'm Kathy Lamb.
Yeah. And you're listening to WGSN-DB Going Solo Network, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Bye.